What's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to look at the top 10 football cards that went up the most over the last week. Some really good ones on here. We're getting into that main buying time of the actual in-season. Start to kind of place your bets on who's going to be in the playoffs and not, because as we get closer to playoffs, typically cards go up, so we'll dive into this in a second. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that follow button if you haven't yet. A couple reminders before we dive in. If you want the audio smooths videos, check out the podcast, link in description. Apparently, I don't have it loaded. As we go through these cards, I'll do buy, sell, hold. The ones that I think are buys, I'll actually send out to the Card Pack newsletter before I publish this video. It's free to join, link in description. And if you want my top, tippy-top sports card picks, join the Sports Card Society, SportsCardSociety.com. There's a membership area. I put up videos outlining individual cards that you won't find anywhere else that are my absolute favorite sports card buys. Investments rather, but not financial advice. Also a great Discord with some very active, fun, intelligent sports card investors. Check it out, link in description. All right, number 10 on the list. Jalen Hurts. Of course, we're in the Market Movers tool, so I pulled up football cards in the grade PSA 10, sorted by the ones that went up the most over the last 7 days. Number 10 is Jalen Hurts, 2020 Mosaic Base. Pop count of 628. If you're new to this, pop count means this card in this grade, that's how many of them currently exist, up 82% on the week. Let's pull up the Chizart. If you like this Market Movers tool that I'm using here, it is the most valuable thing I use in sports card investing, period. I'll put a link for this tool in the description with a discount code. Discount code is SOCIETY. If you use that, you'll get 20% off your first month or your first year. Whichever subscription you choose, you get 20% off your first payment. So this card started at $28.50 on the week, ended the week at $55. Let's pull back 90 days. Did nothing but go up this week. So that's actually a pretty good sign. Maybe it bottomed out down here at $28.50, because you can see over 90 days this card just pretty much did nothing but go down, except for around the beginning of the season it was spiked up to about $110. So maybe it's a good buying opportunity. If it's spiking up like this, I don't think I want to get in right now. I don't think Philly's going to be making the playoffs. Next on the list, Dalvin Cook, 2017 Optic Base, pop count of 246, up 96% on the week. As much as I'd like to say the Vikings are going to make the playoffs, I'm a Vikings fan, wearing a Vikings hoodie right now. I cannot say that with confidence. No way can I say that. Dalvin Cook, he's the man. He's very, very good. This card started the week at 28, ends the week at 55. Let's pull back 90 days to get a broader picture of what's going on, what's going in, what's going good. So it had a dip down, jumped up, $55. Interesting. If they were going to make the playoffs, I'd be interested in Dalvin Cook, but I can't say that for sure. Next on the list, Tua Tagovailoa, 2020 Mosaic Pink Camo, pop count of 458, up 101% on the week. Let's pull up the chart. Let me get some coffee while it loads, because caffeine does a body, well, probably not good. I kind of like these pink camos, especially for October. That's why we got the pinkies going on. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the chart. 48 to start the week. 109 is the high of the week, and then ends the week at 50. So I think that 109 is kind of we shouldn't count that one. We shouldn't pay attention to that one. So, of course, he was hurt and everything, so he came down here. I was buying some too. Although I don't know that Miami really makes the playoffs. I just think that all he needs to do is have a really good game or two, and his cards will go pop for a day. And maybe it did. I mean, I guess they beat. I mean, they did beat. Who'd they beat on Sunday? I don't remember, but it was an upset for sure. So I don't think I'd be buying this. Miami's not making the playoffs. I think Tua is one I'll have my eye on in the offseason, though. Next on the list, Joe Burrow, 2020 Legacy Base. It's him in his college jersey. Pop count of 185, up 104%. I think I have a few of these, actually. I do think I have a few of these laying around somewhere. Let's see here. Interesting. I like these cards, but it's college jersey. College jerseys never sell as well as pro jerseys. 24.5 to start the week, 50 to end the week. Let's pull back 90 days. That is quite a jump. Let's get a broader view. Interesting. This card's kind of all over the place. It really does go from like $30 to $50. But overall, as you can see this dotted line, it is trending up. And that makes sense to me because Joe Burrow is probably someone that I do have my eye on. I don't know what their record is, but that was someone me and the society were buying a lot of in the offseason. because I think he's good. I really do, and he's showing it. And Jamar Chase is certainly helping. I can't say he's making Jamar Chase look good because Jamar Chase just looks really freaking good, but doesn't hurt Joe at all. So I don't think I haven't been a buy on any of these so far. I wouldn't be a buy on this. I might be a buy on some Joe Burrow. Let's go look at the Bengals NFL records. Let's go to that real quick. Let's see. Let's take a quick look here. What do we got? So in the AFC, Cincinnati's down here, so they're close. They could take the top here. In the North, they're definitely in the running for a playoff spot. But boy, it's just, Tennessee is just leading the way, but everyone else is just kind of like, it's close. A lot of 5-win and 6-win teams. So Joey, maybe if you think he's gonna make the playoffs, I kind of do. Jalen Hurts on the list again. 2020 optic base pop count of 83. That's pretty low pop count, up 120% for an optic for a major product like that. I'm just kind of surprised to see 83 is all there is. Starts the week. What do we got here? Good looking card. I like optic. $64 to start the week, $140 to end the week. So let's see what's going on here. I can't be buying that either. With that spike like that, it's just not a good time to get in. Let's go to the next. Joe Burrow. I have this card too. I think I do. Maybe I sold them all before the season started. 2020 Prism draft picks. Silver, pop count at 850, up 120%. Well, if I got one laying around, maybe it's a good time to sell it. It's just the college jersey thing. Although, if I really think he's going to make the playoffs, I should probably just hold on to it. Yeah. $47 to start the week. 180 to end the week. I was going to say, they go for a heck of a lot more than that. These did when I sold it at the beginning of the season. Sold it for $100-some. So that's just a ridiculous spike there. I think the real value of this card is currently sitting around maybe $70. Let's look at some Joey B. Let's look at some Joey B cards real quick. Let's go and dive deeper into the tool here and try to find something. I wouldn't want draft picks. Let's go to Prism. Let's go to Optic. Let's go to Mosaic. Let's look at those ones. Yeah, let's look at those. Let's pull up all three of those. We will just look at the base. It's all about that base. Base. PSA 10. Search it. And Mark Moves will pull up all three of them for us. They've all been pretty sideways. So maybe it is a good time to buy Joey because I think they got a good shot at making the playoffs. I really do. I really, really, really do. What's purple down here? Mosaic is the cheapest one. $830. All right, pop count of 830. Ooh, the optic is only 100 and... Boy, the optic is actually just going up. Interesting. Prism going down. Big pop count on that. I'm surprised at the pop count on that because it costs so much to get the damn things graded. Wow, that optic. Wow, that is so low. And you can see the market is saying we want this card. Interesting. If I can get that optic for like $275 or less, I think I'm a buy on it. Let's go to eBay real quick. Oh, love kabooms. Love kabooms. Don't love Lonzo Ball. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find this optic. How many came up? 34. This is LSU one. See, that's so rare. Here we go. First one that pops up. Ooh, there's an auction going on. $325. Maybe make an offer on that. I'll include a link in the description for this card because look, these Prism's going sideways, Mosaic's going sideways. Optic has just been trending up, and I think it's going to continue because that pop count is so damn low. And to me, after Prism, maybe we should pull up the select real quick just to make sure. But there's so many damn selects. So I'm just going to get rid of the Mosaic and the Prism. I'm going to go to select. We'll select the base because that's for that. That's for the optic. But we're going to do concourse and probably club. It's just so many with select now. I'm not going to do field. Everything but field and Premiere. And we'll compare these. Let's see what these look like. See if we can find an even better value. I want to see what the pop counts are of the select. The Premiere level pop count only 7. That's the only one that even came up. Interesting. How is that? Interesting. So it looks like Optic to me is definitely the one to go after. So I'll put a link in the description for that. I think I'd want to get this for $275 or less. So I see this auction going on, ending in 8.5 hours, and then we have this best offer sitting here. Maybe this person takes $275 or less. Oh, we got another one down here we can make an offer on, although it's more of a jump for this person. Yeah, I like that. I'll put a link in the description for that. Next on the list, Jonathan Taylor, 2020 Mosaic Base, pop count of 200. Up 121%. I was just looking at my fantasy league, and he's the number one scorer for running backs now. Derrick Henry's still number 2, even though he's been out for like 2 weeks because he's just such a beast. But I was wondering, I said it to my buddy the other day too. I said, because he's had Derrick Henry for years. I'm like, I can't remember Derrick Henry missing a game. That's what I said to him. And he's like, nope, I just keeps chugging. And literally the next week is when he got hurt, and he's been out since. So Jonathan Taylor started the week at $30, had a top sale of about 100 apparently, ended the week at 49. Let's go back 90 days, get a more clear picture of what the heck is going on. So yeah, that was just a big ridiculous spike. I think the real value is probably somewhere around $40 to $50. $40 to $50. I don't think I want to buy Jonathan Taylor. Baker Mayfield, 2018 score base. He's next on the list. So with Jonathan Taylor, I think probably be a hold. 2018 score base, pop count of 337, up 144%. This is him in his Oklahoma jersey. So I'm probably just not a buy on this because I don't buy college jersey cards. I don't invest in those. $25 to start the week, 61 to end the week. Nothing but a nice uptrend over the week. Wow, nice, real, legit one. But it looks like there was a hell of a downturn, and it just kind of came back up. It's probably a little above. I think it should be going for about maybe a little $50 or a little less. I'd probably be a hold on this because I'm not really selling any football right now. Not really selling any. Lamar Jackson next on the list, 2018 Classics base, pop count of 195. Up 144%. Unless the team is like, unless the team is just clearly not going to make the playoffs, then I'm up for selling. Because why sit on that money when I put it in something else, even if I got to take a loss because it's not going up. Unless maybe they have a really great game, you know what I mean? That's the only hope you could really hold out for. But then you still got to have the thing listed up and ready for sale, and so someone can buy it when it goes on. Because when they have a big spike up game, you want to have your stuff already up. You don't want to put it up afterwards. So this Lamar Jackson Classics, he's in his college jersey, good old Louisville. $36 to start the week, and about 90 to end the week. I don't even want to look at it because I'm not buying that. If I'm buying Lamar Jackson, I'm buying something else. I'd probably hold this card because they're probably going to make the playoffs. 2020 Mosaic 8, Kyler Murray, 2020 Mosaic Reactive Orange. Pop count of only 26, up 150%. Pretty cool looking card. I think the Cardinals will probably make the playoffs. In my opinion, they've kind of already locked it in because of their record. Even if they lost all the way out, they could still make it, but I don't expect that at all. Good looking card. This card, wow, starts the week at 55, ends the week at 137. Let's pull back 90 days, so that's quite a jump. Kyler Murray didn't do anything crazy. He didn't even play this week, so that doesn't make sense. So him not playing maybe drove this card down quite a bit. Let's go to eBay real quick. See what we can find. $80. Oh, interesting. Wait a minute. So what was this sale here? 72, 55. Here's this sale here at 90. This seems like good value to me because they will probably make the playoffs when we get into like mid-December. Usually that's when things really start rising up for especially quarterbacks on playoff teams, and Cardinals look pretty dang good. So I think people will be pretty bullish on them in general. So this card's sitting here with $80. 85, but that seems pretty good to me. That seems pretty good. So I'll put a link in the description for that card too. And that was number 1 on the list. So there were only 2 buys. Well, this was the only buy off the top 10 list, but we dove in deeper in the market movers tool and found this Joe Burrow here. We want to get this one for $275 or less. This Kyler Murray at $80. It's pretty solid. Maybe you get, that auction's too high already. That's not even going to sell. But dang. All right. Well, that's what I got for you today. Hit that like button, hit the follow button, links for everything in the description, like the Market Movers tool, the Sports Card Society, all that stuff. Stay classy. You're awesome.